This is what I've come up with. New day, Sunday, back in the workshop. There's one job I completely forgot about, the water system. We haven't done the water pipes on this as yet. Basically, we had it running, didn't get hot, so obviously we hadn't done the water system. So I need to fab them up. So I think today's gonna be water system, adapt this from water pipe because I'm gonna get rid of this EGR cooler down the side of the engine. I think that's gonna be today's plan, basically, them two jobs. It's now, I think, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's snowing, like, you know, it would have gone 2 or 3 inches already and it's only been going an hour, so I'm not really going nowhere. I can't really get into places to get parts. And the next big job after doing all the fab work is take the engine out, clean it and put it back in. And I don't fancy putting it on the driveway, jet washing it and having all the ice and snow and it slide off and not be able to get it back in. It'd be an amazing video, but hey. So that's what we're on to today. Water system, EGR cooler, pipe delete. So water system, top one is there to there, which again shouldn't be too bad, but I don't know how I'm gonna have to utilize this because it's that clip on it, possibly straight, a bit of a bend and a joiner. And then this one is there on the engine, and then down the bottom it's there, so I've got to join them two up. And then there's a little one above it. I don't know what that is, which is this pipe here. Don't know what that does, so we'll have a look at that as well. And I think the heater matrix pipes were already done over at when we was at the Wizards. Yeah, they look like they're on and plumbed in. We're just going to play around, get the water system, get it watertight, get the header tank back on. And also, this is what I'm talking about. I need to modify this. This is the main feed for the water bottle, which the header tank sits here. But then they have this like EGR cooler here. Well, and I'm obviously getting rid of the EGR cooler, but water runs through it. So I'm going to get rid of that, cut this pipe off, weld that up, and then trace where the other water pipes come through. Let's crack on. So these are the two main water pipes. Swaged all the ends, so they've all got, you know, something to grip onto. I tend to do that more on water pipes than boost pipes. I should really do boost pipes, but with the even the Corsa runs at, I think, at 2.2 bar. Never blown a pipe off. The reason why I do water pipes, 100% do them. If you blow a boost pipe off, you're gonna feel it right away. You're gonna be able to tell with the car running wrong. It's gonna splutter. With a water pipe, you're not gonna know till it's too hot. So it's always best to make sure you put these swages on. So let me show you how they fit. So this one is the top radiator hose. So that's going to go something like that. So that fits really nicely on there now. And let's show this bottom water hose, which is down here. Get this in the right position so you can see. So that there goes something like that. So it reaches fully up to there, it comes down to there. Now the reason why I've put the little takeoff is that additional pipe that I pointed out here is not needed, but it's on the radiator, so it needs to tee in back into the water system really, hence putting that little pipe on. And the reason for putting it in there is I like to keep as much as I can with these conversions factory. So if anything goes wrong, I can literally ring up a parts supplier and just order a radiator. So I know this one started life as a 1.3. I can just order a 1.3 radiator and it will fit. So that's the two main water pipes done now. On to the EGR, start deleting that, start welding some of them pipes up and cracking on. So I've struggled to find any information about 90mm MAF sensors for this engine. No one tells you what housing you use, no one tells you what sensor you use. Everyone just says 90mm MAF, 90mm MAF. So I thought I'd make my own. Cut the square, ring rolled it, and I need to weld that up now, and that's a 90mm tube. Weld it up, bead roll both ends, shorten it a little bit, then basically I've got a 90mm housing. Cut up the original airflow meter, see if I can make it fit. I have no idea if this is going to work, but we're definitely going to have a go. So we've got a bit more graft done. Obviously, I spoke about the EGR cooler, taken that off now. That's sat down under here, which had an outlet here, which I've taken this external pipe off, welded up, because it's not needed. Rerouted some of the pipe work, made it a bit more neater. So that's that job ticked off. Now, back onto the airflow meter. This is what I've come up with. I've made a custom 90mm airflow meter. 2mm rolled aluminium, as you saw, a 3mm rolled piece there, just so I can tap it for some M5s. 3D printed like a little holder to hold it all in and make it sit flush. Well, that's come out quite nice. So that's now a 90mm airflow meter done. And to show what I've had to do is, this was just the casing. You cut the sensor out, and as you can see here, this is an old sensor. They don't come out, they're a sealed unit. So as I've cut that out, I've had obviously this section in my hand. I've used just a saw blade and worked the back. So there, and cut right up to this edge, so that I can pull the full sensor out. And then if you look, when I've 3D printed this, I've done it in 2 sections. This is like a C, which slides in, which locks the sensor in place. And then all this is recessed. And then I've just sealed it all in so there's no air coming out. Obviously, you've seen the water pipes done, but I think that's going to be the day coming to an end. So I don't think I've done too bad. You know, a weekend, Saturday full day, Sunday probably half a day to fab up the log manifold, the downpipe, all the boost pipes are done, the intercooler's mounted, I've made the MAF sensor housing, the 90mm one, I've made all the water pipes. I'd say 85% of the full fab work to finish this car off is done in a weekend. The only thing left to do now is make the exhaust. Obviously that's going to end this video. The next job on this car is pull the engine and fit the inlet manifold that you will have seen on the previous video, fit the R80 pump, fit the 4-bar map sensor, the 2200 bar rail sensor, and I'm contemplating changing the injectors, but I don't know yet. Who knows? Oh, and I've also got myself a stage, whatever it classes, I hate the stages. The class is, I think, a stage 3 paddle clutch. Basically, it's a 6 paddle clutch for this engine. So basically, so it can hold the torque. So, engine out, all the toys on, back in, fully assembled, and then just the exhaust to do, and it's ready for mapping. Fingers crossed, it's going to be quite entertaining this. And then in a future video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a reasonably tuned up Corsa VXR 1.6, so probably around the 280 300 horsepower mark, and then we'll have the 1.6 300 horsepower, we'll have the 1.9 diesel 300 horsepower, and then I've still got the Z20 Corsa with 300 horsepower. So we can put all 3 of them together and see which one, you know, is fastest, the most reliable, best in fuel economy, quickest quarter mile time. We can put them all 3 together and basically see which one comes out on top. And I think, if I'm honest, I'm convinced this diesel one's going to be the dark horse. I think this is going to be the one, but we'll see in a future video. Thanks for watching, thanks for following, please like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next video.